This is the payments dashboard section of your Seller Central. You can access it by going to the menu at the top left, clicking on payments, and then clicking on payments again. Here you will see exactly what your balance is, how much money is available to be transferred to you right now, what's going to be available to you in the future, if you have any sales that are being in the account level reserve. You can actually see it all here. You can see your expenses and what's actually coming in, such as your product charges, shipping, refunded expenses. It's all laid out here. And you also have another section like a transaction view. You can see the history of your disbursements and you can match it with your bank account. You can give this to your accountant and they can tell you if everything is good or not, and they can go transaction by transaction just to verify that everything makes sense. So this is right now an accountant's paradise right here. But here, if you know a little bit about Amazon, you yourself can look at this and determine if everything is just fine. Now, I'll talk about the account level reserve because that's the question that I get most often. What is the account level reserve? This especially happens whenever you have an explosion in sales, a very high amount of sales, you'll get an account level reserve. You don't get the money that you charged for with your product charges, you don't get that immediately. A lot of it will get placed into account level reserve. What is this? Well, this is Amazon holding on to the money for 2 weeks just to make sure that you're not shipping rocks to customers and lying to them and saying it's something else. Because if that were to happen, Amazon wants to make sure that you have that money to refund everybody because Amazon doesn't want its customers being mad because they just don't shop on amazon.com anymore. That's the point of Amazon of the account level reserve. When you look at your net proceeds, you'll see that you actually began with a beginning balance. So even though during this period, which started on May 27th, even though during this period you didn't really get that many sales, you already started with a positive balance of 2,200. That's your account level reserve from the previous period. And that's going to happen again. So right now you have $2,046. The next settlement period, you're going to start with 2046. And that's how the account level reserve works. And then you're going to see more information like your sales, refunds, expenses. And some of these items you can actually click on the number as well, like refunded sales. If you want to know more about it, you can click on the actual number and see which of those sales was refunded. And you also have a breakdown of Amazon fees here. So, again, an accountant's dream. Make sure you give this to your CPA